Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Right, 97.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the set.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football, it winds up being picked. But fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
19 right. Check. Hustle.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got this to Pickens. Touchdown, Cardinals. George Pickens, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Deputy Ranger, Deputy Ranger. Nothing 19. 3. Cut 19. Cut 19. Read alert. Read alert. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60. Broncos. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Quick, yellow.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now. Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives. And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now back to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Scott. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to
need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the double.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4. 18 rattlers. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 light. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 2nd and 8. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And another timeout taken by the Colts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll set up a throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Austin. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the ready.
Back to throw now on first down.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll come out in the pistol. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On play action, they'll throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well...
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second and 1. And now here is another interception.
And the Colts force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
76 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Ready. Watch it. 6. Black open.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man on the out route. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Okay, break.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another. That's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Let's go now. Right, 97.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move to James.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Buying time to his left.
He's got this to Pickens.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for two there. Right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it, take some time down.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go, set. Watch out now, 52. Shot, 17.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Ready up. Drop it. 6.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can